Warning. This program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised.
I was so absorbed with my thoughts that I did not notice that darkness stole across the camp. Under other circumstances, I would have gone to sleep by now, but looking for Lena at night was not a good idea. I got up and slowly wandered aimlessly. Soon the path led me to the sports ground. I stood there for a moment, and was about to leave when I heard noises. Clap, another clap, something painfully familiar. I ran towards the volleyball court and saw Lena, who was unsuccessfully trying to hit the shuttlecock with the racket. I stood in shock for a long time. My head was completely empty. I looked at her and felt a sense of joy. Joy at finding her. Joy at seeing her again. Finally, I came to my senses and decided to approach. But after a couple of steps, I stopped. And what do I say now? Glad I found you? Where have you been? I was worried. After yesterday's conversation, it's very unlikely that she wants to see me. And what if Lena asked me why I was looking for her? Why was I worrying? I did not know why myself. Probably it's because she was absent for too long. Maybe if it wasn't her, but some other person who I know I'd have been worried in the same way. Maybe if I had behaved differently yesterday, she would not have disappeared today. I'm not sure, but I'll try to come up with something adequate. I took another step, and stopped again. Probably, maybe, perhaps, not sure. Again and again, these words appeared in my mind, in my life. Unconsciously, without my will. But why? For what purpose? I have to make a decision, once and for all. Although, there are two simple words. Yes and no. Finally, it's all clear. I went to the court, approached Lena, smiled, and said, "Hey." She turned and looked at me.
Hi.
You were absent all day.
Yes, I was walking around.
Everything she said was quiet and calm, with no trace of embarrassment or shyness. With no emotions at all, in fact. We were worried about you. Though the only one worried was me.
You shouldn't have.
But you can't just disappear like that. I tried to smile to make my words not sound like a reproach.
I don't think anyone cares about that.
I care, for one.
Why?
I read surprise in her eyes. Because it's not right. No matter how I tried to be perfectly honest, it came out wrong.
Oh, I see. Okay, I won't do this again.
It seemed like the conversation was not interesting to her. Silence followed. I just didn't know what else to say, and Lena seemed to be too quiet, seemed to be quite content with the silence. Are you any good? I finally said, pointing at the racket.
Not very.
If you want,
No, I don't.
She walked to the bench and put down the racket and birdie. Okay. To tell the truth, I did not expect that response.
Want to look at the stars together?
Yes, of course. I sat down beside her. Lena instantly studied the sky. Lots of small lights shined above me. Some of them were brighter, some were barely visible. I never really understood what people see in just sitting back and looking at the stars. After all, here on Earth, there are just small dots of light, and it's unlikely that many people will know what kind of celestial bodies they are, as well as their size and how far away they are from us. Of course, it's too romantic to just enjoy the light of distant stars. It's so romantic just to enjoy the light of distant stars, but for me, it was strange. It was like staring at a brick wall. It also has its potholes, unevenness in the brickwork, patterns on the stone. A stellar sky in miniature. So what do you see there?
Stars.
She said mysteriously with her head up. Yes, I know, I see them too. But what's so special about them?
I don't know. It seems like they talk to me. There are other people there. They have their own life, probably much better than ours. And they look too at the sky and they see Earth. Me and you.
Voices of the distant stars. I had already heard that somewhere else.
You can call it that.
Interesting theory.
No, the theory is quite common.
Lena looked at me. In the dim moonlight, I noticed a small tear rolling down her cheek. Or at least I thought I did. I guess I'm just a more, let's say, practical person. She said nothing, just stared at the sky again. But if you think about it, of course, there's endless interstellar space, millions of planets, hundreds of galaxies. It's fascinating. My voice sounded unnaturally excited.
You don't need to talk about all these things.
About what?
About this. About everything.
No, the stars are really beautiful.
Why did you come?
Now she was crying for sure. I was looking for you.
Why?
I don't know why, I just was.
You found me. You happy now?
Well, I mumbled.
Why didn't you go to Alyssa?
What does she have to do with it?
Are you trying to say that it's not about her?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why did you bring this topic up again? I thought we already cleared everything up. Of course, we didn't clear anything up. To be precise, we didn't even start to. However, I don't understand why all this is necessary.
You think I really want to talk about it myself?
If you don't, then why?
Because... It's because of you.
Because of me what?
You and Alyssa.
Me and Alyssa what? We don't have any relationship. We don't have anything at all.
Don't lie to me.
Lena turned away, quietly sobbing. Why is this so important to her? Oop, I think I missed a piece. Uh-oh. Why is this so important to her? What else can I say if you don't believe me?
Tell me the truth.
I already told you.
Then go to her.
Why should I go to her? I don't want to go anywhere.
Why are you sitting here and torturing me?
Oh Lord, how am I torturing you? Lena didn't answer. I've been looking for you the entire day because I was worried. I came here because you're here. I'm sitting here because I want to be here. What don't you understand? She stopped crying for a moment.
Is that true?
Of course.
I mean something to you.
Even taking into account all the things I've just said, this question came at me unexpectedly. Well, yeah.
If only you could hear yourself now.
She cried, got up, and walked briskly towards the exit of the sports grounds. Wait! I caught up with her and grabbed her arm, but she pulled out of my grip.
Don't touch me.
Now Lena was a totally different person. And I couldn't say that she was aggressive, assertive, or super strong-willed. She just had no doubts about what she was doing. Wait! What did I say? That's all true.
Save all this nonsense for her.
I tried to stop Lena once again, but she glared at me strongly that I didn't dare to argue. Just imagine how I feel. You make up a bunch of stupid things, and now you think that I'm guilty of all moral sins.
Why should you care?
I should. She stopped for a moment and looked at me.
It's all lies.
In my anger, I banged my forehead on an iron post.
can just beat yourself up here.
I had seen Lena be many things, but not ruthless and indifferent. Wait, let's talk calmly.
We have nothing to talk about.
She crossed the football ground, and I trailed behind, trying in vain to persuade her to listen to me. I don't know why I'm doing all this. To prove that I'm right? So I won't be misunderstood? So I will look better in her eyes? Or is there some other reason? In any case, at that moment, I just felt that it was unnecessary. That it was necessary. Sorry.